Eno Edu say anti-cash for short. Humble man, Ojashios. Manofori, they are going to join me very soon for us to discuss the effect of social media on young Christians. But before they join me, I want you to be aware of something. I want us to have a very short discussion. The Bible says in John chapter 14, it says, let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. That was Jesus Christ himself speaking. Of course, Jesus Christ does not just speak in vacuum. He knows exactly what he's talking about. It was a time that the disciples were prone to fear. And that context also applies amply to us who live in times like this. You go online and you hear people dying left and right. You turn on your TV and it's like everybody is dying. Sickness is here and there. Fear abounding in everywhere. Economic crisis everywhere. The natural instinct is that they are going to be afraid. You don't even know whether the next week you are going to be alive. So many fears within and without. Sometimes you don't even know where to turn to. People are going to see psychologists and other people for them to and just encourage them. I remember one time that I was given the opportunity to meet a psychologist. Of course, that was free for me, so I just wanted to attend to him. I went to see him, and of course, at the end of the day, he even made things worse for me. Nobody can give you the hope and all the hope and everything that you need in times like this. Fear gripping the hearts of people. Let not your heart be troubled. Jesus was about to lead the disciples, and obviously they were afraid. They were afraid of their own people, the Jews. What are they going to do to them? For us, it might be the fact that you have seen your friends dying. Heard about all these stories, Ebony and all these stories, car accidents here and there. And sometimes when you even sit in a car and you begin to wonder, am I going to drive safely? You're traveling and you begin to wonder. And Jesus says, let not your heart be troubled. What is the antidote to fear? It says, believe in God. That is the only antidote to fear. It's not a psychologist somewhere. Believe in God. Believe also in me. Believe Jesus as the Son of God. Everybody is talking about God. He's not saying just the general aspect, the general view about God, where all other religions are talking about God. He's talking about the deeper relationship where Jesus is the Savior. And that is why he said, believe in God, believe also in me. Let not your heart be troubled. You have to decide that I will not let my heart. He did not say, I'm going to stop your heart from being troubled. Of course, Jesus had the power to stop their heart from being troubled. But the onus was on them to refuse to let their heart be troubled. There are some things that God will not do for you. This evening, my short message to you is that even as you are entering into a new week, you have never seen the week before. Nobody has seen this week before. Nobody has seen Monday, the next morning. Nobody has seen it before. Nobody knows what it has for you. But one thing for sure is that God is there. We don't know what the future holds, but we know who holds the future. And for that matter, we can sleep. We can sleep well. One day, Jesus Christ told his disciples that let us cross to the other side. The Bible says after that, he went to sleep. Why? Because he knew that his words had enough power to take them to the other side. For that matter, in spite of all the catastrophes that were going on, he was able to sleep. If you put your trust in God, if you put your trust in his word, you'll be able to sleep. In spite of the tempestuous season, in spite of everything that are going to go on around you, you'll be able to have peace. Let not your heart be troubled. Let not your heart be troubled. Refuse to let your heart be troubled. In about 5 minutes. Eno Eduse, Emmanuel Fori, they'll be joining me shortly. The kind of stuff that you hear every day are enough to send you to your early grave. The kind of diseases that you are hearing, the ones that are being discovered every day, every month, are enough to send shivers down your spine and even to kill you. Just out of fear, not out of those diseases. Let not your heart be troubled. Let not your heart be troubled. The responsibility is on you to refuse to let your heart be troubled. To put all your trust in God. In spite of everything that are contending against you. In spite of the fact that you don't have any money in your bank account. In spite of all the things that are contending against you, all the statistics that are telling you that at this age you should be worried. In spite of all the research, your faith should be in God. When Jesus went to Lazarus, there was one thing that he did. He said, Lazarus, come forth. There were other dead bodies in the cemetery. Why Lazarus come forth? Because Lazarus was a child of promise. When he was sick, Jesus said, this sickness is not unto death, but that the glory of God might be revealed. The other dead bodies did not have those promises on them. You see, you are a child of promise. There's a promise on your life. It doesn't matter what you are going to go through. The word of God is on your life. So you can go so much down. You can go to the point of grave, but you come back to life. The fact that the promises on you means that you can never perish. He said, Lazarus, come forth. If he had said that come forth, all the dead bodies would have come forth. So he specifically mentioned Lazarus because he was a child of promise. Let not your heart be troubled. You are just like Lazarus. Jesus had allowed you to go through so many things. Your sickness had gone from west to west. And now probably you are dead. Not only are you dead, you have been buried. Everybody has given up on you. Even your sisters have gone back home. They are just crying over you. You know that it's over. They have forgotten something. Your sisters are crying for nothing. Your relatives are crying for nothing. Your mother, your father is worried about you for nothing. They have forgotten something. You yourself have forgotten something. And he says that I am with you always, even until the end of time. And for that matter, it doesn't matter what happens to you. Even a tree, when it's cut, it has hope that it will bounce back. He said, Lazarus, come forth. The Bible says he that was dead came back to life. I don't know whether you are dead this evening. The situation looks bleak. It looks like you have been written off from within and without. But the most important thing is that there's a promise on your life. Just like Lazarus, on your tomb is written, this sickness is not unto death, but that the glory of God might be revealed. Spiritually, that was what was written on the tomb of Lazarus. So when he came, it was a matter of calling him from sleep. You are in the cemetery, but you are not dead. Believe you me, you are part of those who are going through that issue, but you are not of them. Next week we are going to continue this. Even as Eno and Kwame are going to join me.
Oh my God.
God's kindness. We thank God for all that He has done for us and for His mercy. The fact that we are alive is a testimony to how good God is. Today, like I said earlier on, we have some special personalities amongst us. They are not new to this program. And today, we are going to have a very crucial, very important discussion. With me here is Eno Eduse, aka Anti-Cash. And of course, we also have Emmanuel Kwame Ofori, aka Humble Man, aka Ujashios. As for the Ujashios, I give it to him. And we are going to have a very crucial discussion here. Everybody, is almost everybody, especially the youth, everyone is on social media. And we want to know today, we want to discuss how we can put social media to use. What are some of the benefits and what are some of the things that are contending against us even as we come on social media? First of all, we are going to start with Eno to just give us one reason why social media has done more good than harm. And then just elaborate on that, and we will ask Kwame whether he has anything to say about that. Okay.
So, social media, you asked if it's done more good
than harm.
Okay. So it's done more good in the sense that with social media, where I see is more of technology, and it's been able to send messages across. We are able to see things from a different or in a different country. You are at point A, you can see what is happening in point B. You are able to understand the situations and things happening in the nation or in a particular space at a particular point. You are also able to go through, even you it makes you feel you are there at that point, whatever is going on. That's how I see social media. Even though it's like
you get information as it happens.
Exactly, as it is. Just as it is, you are there, even though it takes seconds, but within a twinkle of an eye, you are being fed with things happening around the world. So that is basically
the first aspect of it.
That is what we all.
So in terms of Christianity, how would you say that would be beneficial to us?
Oh, in Christianity, there are so many platforms. We have even now gospel musicians singing. We have gospel musicians worldwide. We are Ghanaians. We are able to enjoy other gospel artists from across the world. In Nigeria, here in America, London, Europe, like everywhere. You are able to appreciate this kind of songs. If you come to, let's say, sermons, you can listen to sermons, people you love. Because growing up, people will say Benny Hinn, people will say Billy Graham, people will say Catherine Coleman. We haven't even seen these people. But based on the platform, we've been able to embrace their sermon. Like this late man of God that died in a plane crash with his wife. Yes. We all were affected in a way. Billy Graham just passed. We all were affected.
Right.
His family is the only one who knew this man. But the world also experienced because of what? Social media. We've been able to embrace people's sermons like great men, great women.
So it's been beneficial. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I have Cynthia Ifa watching me, Kofi Ofe, Aye, God bless you. All those who are watching, Rita Kuyagansa, Openi Kwame, Atopre. My own cousin Hilda Okansi is also watching. Tema Sare, thank you so much for also watching. And right, so Humble Man, talk to me. How has social media been a disadvantage compared to its advantage? Talk to me.
This is a big question. First of all, we give God the praise for how far He has brought us. We believe it's by His mind that we are all here, and we use this platform to say to our cherished viewers that God bless, and they should stay update. They should stay more connected for more updates. First of all, I mean, social media, as you know, I believe, just as my sister said, it's a network. We all believe the world is now turning into a global village where,
right,
of course, we are all sharing in one aspect. And I believe it's all about information, which is, of course, what the media do. But I will pick on the positive aspect, which, of course, later I'll go on in the negative aspect. I believe social media is a very good platform where we get to share ideas from different parts of the world, where we get to see how people think, how people feel and about the new things that are coming into our world. But just as every side has its good and the positives, I mean, its goods and the bad, I believe when you rate the media on the scale, it is affecting people massively. I mean, in a negative way, which of course I will dive deeper now. I will dive deeper when the discussion goes on further. But for now, I believe as we are all saying, social media is really very helpful. Just as we are all using the social media to send out a message, I believe social media is very helpful, and also it gives people the idea of what is going on in the outside world.
Okay. So
I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Okay, I see. You don't want to just go into so much.
Yeah, because there's much more for people to know.
Okay.
So I don't want to move there.
Okay. So do you agree that you were talking about pastors that we will now have access to? Don't you agree that some pastors have also used social media? The other day I saw one malam who requested me as a friend. I said, I don't want you to be my friend. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't you think some pastors are also taking advantage of it? So you talking about social media, we having access to a lot of good pastors. Right. Don't you think there are even more? There are a greater number of pastors who are also taking advantage of it.
I will not dispute that fact. There are a lot of pastors who are not called by God, who are also using social media as a platform to also win souls.
So doesn't that defeat your argument?
I would say no, because the Bible has made us understand that we should test all waters. Mm-hmm. So if you test the water and you feel that water is good for you, what do? You take it. Mm-hmm. But on that judgment day, God would rather let you know that water you tasted that you thought was good is bad for me. You get it? So you are supposed to test all waters. Yes, there are so many platforms in this world that pastors have used as a media. I won't even say one souls. They are winning followers. Now that's the norm. Mm-hmm. You are my follower. Mm-hmm. You get it? And everybody has followers now. Even here, you see followers are going to follow this program. Yeah. So that is what it's called. But the truth of the matter is the true shepherd who knows his true vines or the sheep, they are called souls. He's not saying my followers. He will never say my followers. So sometimes you have to dive in to see if this person you are following, in quotes, is a true man of God. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now give me some of the reasons why you think social media, compared to the good, is doing more harm to the youth.
There was this thing that I realized way back when I saw this information being shared on the internet. First of all, people out there, we want you to understand what is social media. Mm-hmm. Of course, many people, have their own perspective. But with what I came out, anyway, it's a website and application that enable users to create and share content to participate in social networking. And as a network, there is information sharing. As a network, that means it's a joint effort. It comes along with so many things that comes together to form one particular thing. And I believe social media as in a whole is the sharing of information. But let's look at something. When there's an information being shared, it is either going to be a positive information or a negative information. Mm-hmm. And I believe as we are on social media and whatever thing is going on, we have to appreciate our viewers and also our listeners, because the time that you are sharing information, it can cause a chaos. There was an incident in one of the countries in either Rwanda or whatever, which of course the fight that occurred in that country was caused by the media. It was called, there was if I remember, there was one incident in one of the countries in those either North Africa or East Africa, and of course the fight that occurred was caused by the people in the media, and of course they were using the social media as well. So I believe the media can cause a lot more harm than good, because it is so much. It's so much. I want my sister to come out with the positives so that I get to come out with the negative. You see, there was one side, it touched my heart so much. You see, people will come online and you are doing an activity and you just post your location. Come on, you don't know who is after you. You don't know who is trying to bring you down. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you see we take things for granted. Sometimes you've gone for an event and you just post.
Yeah,
where
you tell people where you are, so they know you are not home. Yeah,
they know you are not home.
I heard somebody was robbed for that.
Yeah, and they know you are not home. Somebody can go to your house, break into your house, and I mean.
And he's so sure you are not home.
You're not home
because it showed that Eno is in Florida, chilling.
The caption.
The caption. Yep. So he's sure.
So the person knows you are not home. You see, there was one nice lady who was killed by a certain guy just because the guy got to know where the lady was and followed the lady to the place and killed her. So, I mean, there are so many things we will address. But before I will touch on the negative side, I want my sister to come out with the positive side. Then I touch her strongly.
But I'm already out with the positive.
The last time we met, she attacked me strongly.
It wasn't an attack. It wasn't an attack. You just have to.
The last time you met, she defeated me. So now,
you just have to have your facts right. That's all.
Bishop Honorable Carrington is watching. He likes it when you guys are on the program. And then Openi Kwame Atupre says, I hope I got the name right. For me, social media, just like every other creation, is both good and bad, based on the hands it falls in, and how one chooses to use it. Our effort, therefore, should concentrate on conscientizing society, especially the youth and younger generation, to use the technology the right way. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the other time, what happened? You didn't like it.
Oh, I didn't
she
like
flawed
it.
you.
No, she couldn't. She like. You know, you knew I was on top of you.
Wait, but you just said something to. Why you say another thing right now? You just said my sister. Why you?
Okay, so now her main argument is that more souls are being won, and the Bible you were just quoting today. The Bible says if one soul is won, the whole heaven rejoices.
Right.
Exactly.
Let's say Billy Graham came on the program and somebody was watching on Facebook and the person got born again. Doesn't defeat all your argument that just one soul was won.
That's a very good question, but I believe you see when you look at the media, okay, you can be very very sure of this. You know it, and at Bismark you know it.
Unless you say
when you go there, right? What do you see? It is all about self. People are trying to post about what they do, how they feel, how they are trying to change their world.
Right.
You see, one thing about the media right now is if everything that we're trying to present is about our world, listen, our world is always negative. Me, my life is always negative. I believe that there are some parts in my life I have lapses. So if I try to always post about my world, I will come out with my views and it's going to affect other people. Listen, I have seen this. There was one time in the history of this country where there was a certain lady who was pregnant and she took a naked picture of her being pregnant. And now, I tell you, it has been a new thing in Ghana. Many women nowadays take pictures of themselves naked on the social media just as a means to follow that kind of icon or the whatever thing, whatever personality they are following.
But I don't want to cut you in, but before I started, I said followers. I made mention of followers. Now, you said one person and many women in Ghana. Mind you, it's not only Ghana. It's worldwide. Okay? 2, if, like I said, test all waters, they have seen that they are interested in that. They want to do it. You have your choice to either go with or without it. No one is pressurizing you. You are an adult. You think for yourself. You make ends meet. You can decide and decipher, okay? So if you see that this naked person or this person has come out naked and is taking pictures, and you feel like, because now the norm is I feel like, that is the norm. You feel like doing, hey, that's you. But then I also say the same thing. There are also women out there who are pregnant, who take pregnant photo shoots, but are still covered. What about those people? Because if you are saying no, it's what you want to do in this life. This is a social media platform. There are do's and don'ts. And you have chosen to do that. That's fine. Do it. I also choose to cover myself and wear what I want to wear and take a picture.
All right. So what I was saying was this, okay? The media, as I know, is not bad at all. Okay, the branding is very good because it is there to give out information. But the thing is, what are we doing? What information are we given? So I said from the beginning that we know we have positive and negative information, which of course we all know that is a fact. But the thing is, right now, our current state of our world is projecting things which are negative. First of all, when somebody is on social media, example Facebook, all right, some people come in and they post, some of their pictures. And you see, sometimes you see, it's very disheartening. You see some pictures of some ladies, and you're like, is this a woman? You see,
it is a woman.
Yeah, because now I tell you the fact. There are some of the men who are out there seeking for people to date with, seeking for people as wife partners, because they are seeking for people that they want to have a life with. So let's say when they come out and they see you, you see this and this. You see, you give them a picture of the world that you are in. You give them a picture about the things that you are doing. But you might not be so. But as you are presenting yourself out there in that state, people will think that that's what you are. Let's say I come to social media and all things that I post is about pornography. What will the world have? What will be the world concept about me?
Then that is who you are.
Exactly.
In the first place.
So now listen, it's not about now the world knows that I am this, Kwame, I am this. But the thing is, it is not going to affect me only. Listen, you don't know one thing, but there's one thing I want you to understand. Just as we have senses in the body, as we have the 5 senses or whatever senses, every individual has a part that it really affects him. There's some people who are affected by the visual, some people who are also affected by the audio, some by the haptic. If you touch somebody, you don't know, it's going to have an effect upon the system. But now, let's know this. As you are presenting this information to the general public, whatever you are posting, whatever you are showing there, it is having
effect. Some of them might backslide and go to hell because
and now the effect that I'm thinking is very negative, which outweighs the positive. Now, come on, we all know that it's a fact that the media, whatever the media is presenting to us today, is so negative and it is affecting many people. I have seen so many people who are seeking information. Somebody is having a problem with their wife. You just go to the social media, you type how to solve problem with your wife, and it will give you so many clues, and people will follow, and they try to resolve their relationship.
That is
it's good.
step.
It's good. It's a good step. But the thing is, sometimes you can go there.
It's a good step to go and Google how to solve a problem with your wife and follow.
It's a good step in a certain way because it gives you a clue about how to go about it. But it's also a bad step in another way because it might lead you to somewhere else which is going to affect your relationship. Let's say you go there, you get the information, and you come back and you use that information for your wife. It might work, it might not work. But it all depends on how the things are acting up.
Then that person is not a Christian.
So no, you don't know. I tell you that there are some guys, there are some ladies who go, and as I said, the media is a website and application that enables users to create and share content to participate in social networking.
Right.
That's the thing here. So as I'm saying, Nipano, he will go there. Look at me very well. The person will go there. And when the person goes there, the person is fetching for information. You see, that sometimes, I tell you the fact, sometimes you pick your phone and you are like, oh, which kind of phone is the best phone, right now on the market? And you get so many options. And based on the options, you make your choice. So now, there's some people who are not so much developed to make their own positive choices. And that is the problem. The world right now is presenting things to us through the media, which of course, the negatives outweigh the positives. You see, there's sometimes that people go there and the only thing you hear are insults. You see, people trying to create these funny videos, and when you go there, it's only about insults. We think it's funny, but they are insulting people in another way. Pastors come to the Facebook, and what they do is that they try to address the other pastors in a certain way, just how to make them look self-righteous. You see, it's going on. You see, so many people are duped on Facebook, duped on any other social media, just as a way to present to them that, hey,
we can't center everything on Facebook. No, we are just saying social media.
No, I made an example like Facebook. I said example like Facebook. I didn't go on Facebook. I said example. I based my
example on Facebook.
But I said just as I explained social media, I didn't
twist it. Okay.
But do you believe that people are taking advantage of young girls on social media, especially Facebook? They just getting to young girls and deceiving them. They are having access to girls for whom they would not have had if it was not for social media. and these people are being lured. Some of them are being killed, and if one soul is lost, it's a whole lot.
Access to girls in what terms?
Like
because that's an open thing.
No, they see girls on social media,
okay,
and they are able to have chance to talk to them.
Okay.
Sometimes very young girls.
Okay.
And then they are able to lure them. Sometimes with money, sometimes with sweet words. So don't you think all these things are working against social media being a good thing?
Like I said in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
I personally, I believe things are based on choices.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days, we had telephone before mobile phone came. Even this mobile phone, we didn't have flat mobile phone. It was
Right.
the big one called the Somuah bunch.
Okay.
Back in the day, I'm going to use myself as an example.
Mm-hmm.
We had a telephone, a landline in the house.
Okay.
This is another aspect of social media. Should I put it? Or the TV is also another part of social
It's an
media.
application.
Good.
Okay.
We in the house, we didn't have cell phones. At an age, even high school, my father will not allow you to even have a phone. You have a landline in the house. Why do you want a phone? So if your own ward is going to social media and talking to these people and you have no clue, just because you've given them the free will, then I think you have to be blamed. And I think it can be stopped by you, the parents or the the adult who is taking care of that ward,
Mm-hmm.
to restrict certain things. I believe, yes, negativity has, but then the positive side can also overrule the negativity. In the sense that we have to come out and make sure that things are put in place.
Is it good to find a relationship on social media?
I would say it's, for some people it's helped them, but
No, I mean,
I wouldn't. I said for some people it's helped them, but I haven't had that experience, so I
But
don't know.
if you find a husband on social media, would you be?
I wouldn't go in for it.
Why?
One, because I don't really know you.
But
We are just talking on social media.
I don't. You are getting to know the person.
I won't feel comfortable.
Okay.
I'm a people person. I'm a face-to-face person. I want to see. I want to interact. I don't want to have it on social media. And then you can go out and have that what do you call online dating. It helps for some people. If it doesn't help for me, why would I go and go in for it? No, I won't even attempt. I
Okay.
won't make that attempt in the first place because in my mind I don't like it. I don't want it, so I won't even do it.
Okay, Kwame. Okay, let me read this before we go on. Eldanana Jabodonfe says, watching you guys, boys and girls relationship and dating is in a real quagmire. Okay, so yeah, that is Elder for you. Yeah. So what are some of the other benefits? We want to know some of the disadvantages of being on social media, because people are being dragged into all sort of things. Apart from the fact that I see pornographic materials at times, and these are not being helpful.
All right, listen, my fellow viewers outside, listen to your brother. I am coming to tell you what is true.
Okay.
This is just a funny aspect of my life. So, just to be very serious, why do you do something? Why? This is the first question you have to ask yourself. Ada, I'll come to social media, I create a website, and I set myself as, let's say, a project manager or whatever thing, as a contractor. And I post pictures of the buildings that I've made of or organized or constructed in my country. And somebody out there will see these things and believe that so am I. Then he's just, it's a scam. Then he just believes me to a certain point. Hey, man, I want to do business with you. I want to come to your country. I want to do this because I have seen you project this on your website. Now listen, everybody can go there to share. It is not restricted though. Everybody can go there to share. And I hope you know that. Everybody
Can go there to share. Yes.
All right, so that's what
but
I want you to
it's
say.
based on ignorance. Sometimes I feel it's ignorance. If everybody is going there, that means you are trying to tell me that everybody can go there to share, but your followers, no, you can't. I would say those who follow the negativity is ignorance. You've posted something. What are you doing? There are reviews that you're supposed to go through to find out if these reviews are positive or not. You're supposed to read to get the gist of it. You are supposed to also Google. It's a wide thing. If you are ignorant, you'll be taken for granted so many times. But you just have to find out. Like, I'm looking for let me use Nordstrom. I've heard of Nordstrom, and I'm hearing Nordstrom is being closed down, and you believe it. No, do your research.
So don't just
Go accept it. Do your research to also find out if everybody can post. You to go in and say search Nordstrom hasn't closed and post it. Then now you and that person, who is the fool or who is the liar? Excuse my language. You get it? So if somebody has posted something, like you said, gone in to make something and then posted it, or pornographic something and posted it, do your research. Find out. There are reviews. People will come in. This is a scam. You get all those reviews. This is good. You get all those reviews. So which one are you going to buy? Are you going to buy the fake one, or are you going to get the real one? It's up to you. It's your choice.
Okay. Before you come in again, Donfe says social media benefits outweigh its demerits, irrespective of negative effects, and people make it seem. I'm a staunch advocate for the full usage of the social media. Again, social media is just like a gun in the hands of an armed robber. If the police holds the same gun, it's a symbol of protection for the community. Simple as that. And I can see my good friend Fraser also watching me. God bless you, Fraser. Yeah, go ahead.
So the thing is, everybody has the right to go there. But just as everybody has the right...
Do you think social media should be restricted?
Yeah, now they are even putting restrictions to it. There are some websites, they ask of age before you can do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Why? Because they've recognized that, now kids are involved now. And now it's
but I can go in and say I'm a 18 if I'm not 18.
You can lie about who you are. But the thing is, they have thought about it and now they are putting restrictions there. But you see, the thing is, we are here and many people claim that the media is helping them in a positive way. Right? Nothing can have effect on me. My life, nobody can have effect upon me, no matter who you are. Because I believe I am supposed to live my life the way that God has supposed to ask me to live.
So nobody can have an effect.
Nobody. If you think you can affect my life, you can affect my life. Whatever you think you can do to affect my life, I don't care. It's just your business. But when it comes to me...
When you say nobody can affect your life, what do you...
All right. So
because that is a broad thing. You're saying if your own parents can... Yeah, that's what you're trying to say.
Nobody can influence me.
Not even your parents. Oh, then you have a point. If you say negativity,
all right.
But if you say nobody can affect your life, that's an open space.
When I said affect, I was talking about the negative.
So you should have said that. Nobody can affect my life. Negativity. You are welcome.
I was just trying to go there.
Viewers out there won't understand. I didn't even understand what you were saying.
So this is it. So the person comes there, share information. You don't know. Listen, the thing is, bruh, as I said, the eyes, the nose, the skin, the ears, the tongue is part of, right? Okay, so these things, whenever you post something, whenever you share an idea, now there are two things that are going on, which is the audio visual. People see with their eyes and people listen, which of course, as I said, there are so many people in this world who their listening is very powerful than they have been seeing. And there are so many people in this world whom they are seeing is even powerful than they are listening. So the thing is, I think now when I look at the calendar of the media, I would say that whatever comes on the media right now is about 70% negative and 30% positive. I was there one day and I realized that, you see, the language of many Ghanaians are changing right now. If you have a problem with your brother, he calls you are a shithole person. You see, why? Because they heard on the media once ago that somebody made a statement. And now they have adapted that word into their language. You see, now I tell you, that this is true. Many people are able to remember the negatives rather than the positives.
Yeah, right.
That is the concept of the mind. The mind is able to remember things
that are negative.
hurtful.
Did you hear that? That's a punchline.
You see, things that are hurtful, things that are pains,
disaster,
things that are in total, things that are negative. The mind is able to capture those things. I remember that sometimes in my class, when I was in class 1, that somebody gave me a punching blow. He gave me one torchlight on my head. And you see, till now, I remember. But if you ask me what I learned in class 1, I will not remember. But I remember that negative thing that happened in my life. So is it the same thing with many people? Many Christians are now dressing out in a certain, they dress now in a certain way just because they see a lifestyle on the social media. I mean, it's giving you a clue. And now let me ask you the question: where is this dressing coming from, and why are they doing it? Now, the person that is posting on this dressing, where is he taking his information from, or where is he taking the information from? And now, as I told you, at first we used to have a culture in the church where a lady has to dress to the heels. Is it to the heels or whatever? Yeah. But now the ladies dress to their knees. And it's giving us a clue that now they are looking to the world's view. When I look on social media, the stars that I see are those who are dressing to that part of their body. And now when it comes to the church concept, people too are dressing to the part of the body.
Right.
We are true
negatively.
There was a time in our lives that you never see a lady with her breast openly. But now it's something that is going on in the church. Why? Because they see from the world's view through the media. And as I'm saying, the media is giving us a picture. And as I tell you, brother, many people.
Today it looks like you are winning, no?
Oh, no, I'm not winning. I'm coming out with the point. Many people that I see today are now living their lives as to the word of the media.
Right.
The media is giving them the information about how to think, how to speak, how to even live their life as in whole. So I think the media is affecting people negatively because it gives them no authority over themselves, but it gives them an authority from a source. Mm-hmm. As the person tries to do things based on what he has received. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as I think people don't have the authority right now over themselves because the media is feeding them information, and the information that they are receiving is negative because now it's not according to what God expects us to live. And it's
like there's no restriction, so they can just put anything. Yeah. Do you think there should be a restriction on social media?
I don't think so.
Because
you'll be letting people lose their job. Maybe that's somebody. We have bloggers here.
Somebody can put porno on social media.
That is not what I'm for. There, I don't even look there. If that is what you want to do, that's your call.
There should be no restriction.
You can do it.
But there should be no restriction.
Why would you restrict that person? He feels that's what he wants to do.
Is he not influencing?
Yes, he's influencing. That's why he has his followers. But I'm looking at that my positive point of view in Christianity. Mm-hmm. You're saying dress code. People come to. I'm sorry, I have not seen anybody who has come to church with their breast just like that.
All right.
Hold on. You hold on.
Okay.
No, I didn't mean that.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, you are talking of dress code. You started. I'm also dressing it out. Mm-hmm. Dress code. We have Christian bloggers in our society now. Mm-hmm. Who would, and I don't see anything wearing a dress on your knee level. Nope.
It was an example.
I'm also citing an example. You don't have to. There's no dress code in the church that says wear a dress to your ankle. I'm sorry. It's only even in America because it's winter. We have to overdress because of the weather. But back in Ghana, the heat. I'm sorry.
So you think it's okay for people?
It's okay to wear up to
what
do you call? And this weather, even in America, the weather alone even lets you. They made dresses for weather condition. So you're trying to tell me when it's hot, you go wear jumpsuits and all that. You wear light clothing.
You don't care whether you are tempting somebody.
Who are you tempting? In a light clothing?
Yeah, sometimes.
What kind of light clothing is that?
If you are wearing a skirt and it's skimpy.
Skimpy? What kind of skimpy?
Yeah, it's so tight on you and it's showing every part of your body, and people's mind are going wild.
Why are you even looking there in the first place? If you know what the scripture says, why are you looking there?
But not everybody is as strong as that. Not everybody.
Leave them, but then you have to portray. Be the modest one. Help them come out from it. That's why we have modest and blog Christians who dress up so nicely, post their dresses. And you see that as a Christian, you are an upcoming Christian, and go like, oh wow, this is really good. I don't have to go back and wear all those hold my ties and show your stomach and all that. This is presentable. These are people we have to look up to. These are the ones and you are pushing them. But if you are going to follow them, those wearing no, then you are not helping them. You're not even helping yourself. You get where I'm coming from?
Don't you think that
because you are restricting me because I want to portray goodness to these people who are lost. Mm-hmm. So if you are restricting them, yes, they are going to follow the negativity. Then God is going to question you. What did you do to save them? Did you help them? No. You rather left them. You shattered them. You blocked it. Mm-hmm. But this is why you've opened it to help them. Now this is my clothing. Is it wrong? Mm-mm. No, it's not wrong. But then I have a zipper at the back.
Okay.
It's open. But then the person will see, oh, it's nice. So in her mind, she's not going to wear no hold and show your stomach. She's going to wear something. She's like, oh, this is really pretty.
Okay.
And you start talking about Christ. This is how you encourage people to come to Christ. But if you're going to cross that line, you're not inviting them. So you are not even helping them.
So you allow them to come as they are. And
yes.
then that makes
and then you even start changing them. By you being the modest one, you being the example, you can't say you're going to go with them. No. I don't agree.
So
I've been in the world before. I'm not going to lie about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there. But coming back, I realized that yes, there are so many things that in the Christian world that would even help me and even help them. Because they don't know. Wow. Why am I hiding it? I found something new. I can't keep it to myself. What do? Share it. Once you share, what are you also doing? Are you practicing what you're preaching? Practice and let them learn from it. And that's how the relationship builds. And this is how I stand for social media. Why would you put restrictions? You're not helping. This is the negativity part. And you see, we have seen that negativity is overshadowing the positivity. But what are you doing in that positivity? What are you doing? So I'll bank that negativity. You're also accepting negativity has overshadowed positivity. So what you are happy? Negativity has overshadowed positivity. No, you should come out and fight it. But then social media is always feeding. No, so what are you doing with social media? Being positive on the positive side. Are you helping the social media to also bring that positivity to the other people? Think.
Wow. Kwame.
Well said. I'd like to thank you for that. But okay. When you are doing data analysis, right? I'm not a statistician. But one thing I believe is we take the positives and the negatives and we come out with a conclusion.
Correct.
Right. So our views here is trying to bring out the negatives and the positives so that we give an overview or we give a conclusion to the viewers to appreciate how the media is being used and how it's affecting us, either the positive and the negative side. And the thing is, beloved, we have no problem that you don't have to use the media. But the thing is, I want you to see what is out there. I want you to have a feel about what is going out there. And my feelings and my things that I'm seeing on the media right now is that it is so negative. Kwame, I am saying that one thing I'm seeing out there that it is so negative. You see, you meet somebody, all right, and the person that you see on the media portrays a lifestyle to you, and you think the person is living in a goldy life. I mean, he's having everything. And just because you see that thing, you see, there's some people, as I said, they are much affected by their visuals. And when they see that, their mind create a picture in their mind. Hey, go for this, go for this. And the next thing that you see in the next line is that the person will go for a robbery. Today, I heard one brother telling me that, you see, people are living in a society, and that society, because they see people, getting money from scamming and whatever, they are much dived into the kind of scenes that they will also go for that scamming activity just as to make rich as these people are making rich in life. So that's not the same thing is going on. That is the same thing in that network. When somebody goes there, he sees what is going on about the world. And so the mind gives him a concept that, hey, these guys are making it. These guys are there making it in this way. And these ladies are removing their naked self. Now, I tell you, there are so many small girls in Ghana who are showing off their bodies because they want to get attention. Right. And now where are they getting the attention? They are getting the attention on the media. The media is very powerful. It can project you to a certain height in the world standards that people are going to know you and that is going to serve you, some kind of money or whatever. But the thing is, as it is projecting you, what are you projecting out there? And that's what I'm talking about.
I like that you said that they're
you see, what is projecting? What are you projecting out there?
Selling. What will you just use the word?
So let me come in. Let me finish. All right. So this is the thing. Sorry to cut you in, but the thing
that's
is,
fine.
The media now is giving us a clue that it is taking away the line of righteousness or the line of godly living into the line of evil living. It's never true. I tell you, somebody is out there who is seeing us, talking about the media, which of course they know say we are giving out a good information, but they will never listen. Why? Because the concept of the mind is able to appreciate negative things more faster than positive things. So as the media, the media guys, they know, they try to project in more things. If I tell you, if we're to talk about pornography, I tell you, there will be more viewers there will be more viewers trying to listen to us how to sleep with a lady. Why? Because that is the concept of the world. That is what the world tries to appreciate every time. Trying to get things that is going to help them build their self, but not the things of God. And now as I'm coming, that is what the media is producing. It is bringing in things that will benefit our flesh, our desires, our immediate surroundings, but it does not focus on the vision of God. I tell you, I was there and somebody posted something about one man of God, that he is this and this and this and that. Why? He's trying to destroy that person's image just because the man of God is doing this in the kingdom, and he see that if he does not destroy that person's image, the man of God will go far. I am there, and again, I see people in the media trying to use the media to insult people anyhow. Insult pastors, insult church elders, insult whatever people. Why? Because they see that the media is the best platform you can do to destroy people's image. You see, people's image are being destroyed on the media every time. Marriages are being broken on the media every time. Why? Because he will see one lady that the husband is with friends with on the media, and the lady will start thinking, hey, you are going out with my husband. And the next minute, then it will become a halabaloo or whatever. And the thing is, it destroys people's relationship and whatever. So I believe that the media is giving a positive information, right? But also in a negative way, the negative things outweigh the positives. No, sir, it is true. You know, said that sometimes you pick up. You see one funny thing. You pick up your phone that you are reading about Apostle Paul, and one funny thing. I don't know where they try to bring, and what they will bring a dating site upon your phone. They say advertise. You see, and I tell you, if you don't take it, you click on it.
My question is,
why?
Can
because,
I?
No, let me. Why?
You
because,
finish.
Why? Because the media right now wants to be rich, and the best way to sell out to be rich is to use a negative way, because people don't appreciate positive things. They always appreciate negative things. And I tell you, many people who are doing negative things right now, they are the ones selling. And that is one thing I want to end up with.
If they are the ones even selling, what are you? My thing is, those in the positive arena, what are you doing to make that negativity go away? You said they post. Almost always, don't believe all that you see on the social media.
Well, it's not me. Maybe there's somebody out there who.
You said that's what is happening. You don't have to believe all that is happening on media, on the social media, on the platform. You don't have to believe. Like I said, research also find out if you found out is really true. Like
so what about if the person does not have the means to research?
What means? How did you get on social media?
You see,
what are the means? How did you get on social media? I want to understand. How did you get on social media? If you're looking for means right now, how did you get on social media?
I mean, through the Google, right?
Okay, so why are you saying they don't have means?
You know
this is ignorance right there. You can't say how if they don't have the means. They do have the means. That is why they went on social media. How did they get there? Through means of either a phone, a laptop, a computer, or anything. So you can't tell me that they don't have the means. They do have
frustration.
No.
Everybody should do whatever they want on social media.
It's a free choice and a free will. Who are you restricting in this
world? Some people are weak who will easily be swayed by what they see, what they hear on social media.
That is where we come in. We those who have the positive mind. You see people selling. Hold on. You see people selling. What do you call?
Pornographic materials.
Then what do you have to come in? Come in with the preaching of the word.
So that means
pull them out.
We have to step up.
Exactly.
And there should be no restriction.
Let your game be strong. I like basketball because the coach don't play. They just don't play. Football, the same thing. Soccer, they just don't play. On point. You've seen your opponent. What are you doing against your opponent? Exactly. Are you going to lay back and say they are stronger than you, so you the weak one, you are going? No.
These things you should still put restriction, or we should up our game.
He is for restrict it. I'm not for restriction.
I want to wrap up. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, right? We all. Last time I posted on my page, like, you have your free will, but use your free will to do the will of God. But listen, the thing is, whatever.
Anyway, the way you're looking at you.
I'm not looking at him.
We need to know this. We need to know this. If right now, Facebook and other media, if you post things and it's about things that is affecting the visual, maybe somebody is killed in a certain way, and you try to post these videos one thing they do is they cut it off. I don't know whether you see these things now going on in Facebook. Let's say if you are having a pornography right now, or whatever, which is negative and is affecting, I mean, the media in a certain way, they will cut it off. They will
and that's the positivity right there.
So they will
even they've even what taken it away. So that's the positive side. Thank you for giving me 1 point.
All right. So so now listen. So now I have not ended. All right. So the restriction comes in here.
That shows that
the restriction here is this, beloved. What do you see? What do you hear? And what do you do? Please, when you go to the media, there's some things that you see that you think that there's no need for a restriction, but they are very, very negative, and it's affecting many people. You see somebody dressed a certain way, you think it's their lifestyle, so there's no bad thing to it. But I tell you, there's somebody out there who is being affected. Just as we are able to block a video, which is of course a nude or whatever, so also you have to block any nude act, any bad act. You see, some people get to talk on the media every time, and we don't block them. You have to cut them off. You have to even don't give them a. You see, somebody will come to the media and call Jesus Christ foolish. Somebody come to the media and call a president foolish.
Is that a restriction? Or that is just that you blocking the person? Because there are two things you are saying here. No, you are not saying restriction. You are saying because what you are the definition you are giving right now is like you are blocking the person.
Listen. One thing I believe is this: you can block somebody, okay, and you can also restrict somebody. I can say the chances of restriction is about 10% of blocking. I don't know whether what I'm saying you understand. No. So if you restrict somebody, that means you let him do, but to a certain limit. That means you have blocked him to a certain limit. He can do, but you have blocked him to a certain part. So I'm saying this, just as people are able to cut off people from the line whenever they are posting things which are negative, I believe that if somebody comes there and is showing off her body, you see, you see.
Elder, I don't think Kwame is not saying the right thing for restriction. Because restrictions, let me use this. Let me use this example. Okay. You have a wild dog in the house, and once upon a time he attacked one of your guests.
Okay.
Now you put him in a cage. That is restriction. Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
You are not letting that dog come out, move around. You have restricted the movement of that dog. He is in the cage. You feed the dog in the cage. His movement is in the cage. He doesn't even see daylight outside, even sits in the sitting room with humans no more. That is restriction. But if you are telling me you see a new thing or someone is sending you something and you block the person, no, that is the block.
No, listen.
That is the restriction is different. What you are saying, you are not saying restriction. What you are saying, we are not saying restriction. That's you are not saying, so please. Feed the people well.
Eno said instead of restricting social media, we Christians should up our game. Exactly. Just like the other day you were preaching. Do you agree with that? That there shouldn't be any restriction. What we can do as Christians is that we have to just make sure we are preaching the word of God and also pervading social media with the information about Christ.
We are already doing it.
But it's not getting anywhere.
We are already doing it. It's getting everywhere.
Okay.
And many people are listening. I bless God for people, men of God, who are doing that on the media. God will bless you.
Okay.
But the thing is, as I said, now the world is receiving more of negative than the positive.
What are you doing? You see, my thing is, you've seen that is what's happening, but what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? Because if you know that this person is a bad person and you want to change the person, how are you doing to change that person?
The thing is, if somebody carries a gun, okay, and you see the person carry the gun, you are not able to understand the concept of what is going on in the person's mind. Somebody has the gun for protection. Somebody has the gun to kill somebody. All right? So these two things that is going on in the mind, you don't know. Nobody knows what is going on in the mindset of every individual. People come out there with a positive intention, but they leave there with a negative intention. Why? Because the media has affected them in a certain way that it is changing their lifestyle. One thing I want to say about the restriction is this. When you restrict somebody, that means you can let the person do to a certain limit. All right? So as you can let the person do to a certain limit, the other limit has been blocked. That's why I said restrictions is 10% of Blocking.
This one is your own definition.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
That's why I cited the example.
It's your own definition.
That is why I cited this
From
example.
where I'm coming from, it has
Okay.
always be your
So,
definition.
beloved, please,
Beloved.
Please.
please look at me.
That one there is
Beloved,
your
look
definition.
at me.
There's this scripture in the book of Hebrews
Uh-huh.
chapter 12 verse 1. It says, as you have a great cloud of witness, witnessing, they are looking at us every time. We should live our lives very well. Please, as you have this great cloud, they are watching us every time, giving us, looking at us, looking at our ways, our works and whatever. But please, just as we have these people watching us, let's make sure that we present our lives in such a way which is going to suit our life, that at the end we will not find ourselves wanting. Whatever you come out to post out there is of your own will. But remember that you have a chance and you have a privilege to make a positive impact right now today. That's one thing I'll leave with you. But I tell you this, the world is at a certain pace that is feeding people with a negative information on the social media. Be careful out there, whatever you see, whatever you watch. God bless.
Thank you, beloved. Beloved, beloved Enu. Now talk to me. AKA anti-cash. That is Enu. So summarize whatever you are trying to tell the people.
All I'm trying to say is, social media can affect people positively. We as Christians, we just have to come out from our shells. Sometimes I feel we are just timid. I'll put it that way. Instead of coming out, being outspoken, doing what is right to win the Lord's souls to Christ, we are not doing it. And mind you, God is going to ask you. You have talent, you have gifts. What are you doing to unleash it, to help these people who are out there that they think they know what they're doing, but we all know they are not doing the right thing? How are you helping them? So whatever gifts, talents you have, if it's you being outspoken, come out, preach the word, say something to encourage someone. If it's motivating, you can motivate someone. If it's you, helping someone, help that person. These are things that bring people closer to God because of your lifestyle. If you are going to believe in a shell or a timid way, you're not helping nobody. Social media has helped people positively. Also add to that positivity. Don't run away from it. It doesn't bite.
Okay. Before I wrap up, the Donfin says, great job, guys. Hey, Enu, more of them. Okay, so it's been a beautiful discussion on social media. Next, about a few weeks from now, they'll be joining me again. These are wonderful, wonderful friends that I have here. We have Emmanuel Kwame Ofori, a.k.a. Humble Man, a.k.a. Ojashos. We also have Eno Edusei, a.k.a. Anti-Cash. Thank you guys so much. My name is Bismark Somuah. Today, Mr. Isaac Pinto was the one controlling the machine for us. Of course, the CEO and Mr. Chris Adutavia is the one producing the program. Until next week, thank you so very much for joining us.
Holy Hills Radio, we making impact for Jesus. Holy Hills.